ببيته اللي بيخدم الويسكي عنده بأوضته.
But where'd the bottle go? The one that I got
يا
you?
جاس شربتيها انت.
I did not. اي متى؟
مش مصدق.
بليز نزل هالبارت.
بس ما حدا قال
وين اللي جبتها شربتيها؟
No, I didn't.
في نزل هالقطشة.
هلا بنشوف بعد ما قلت alright بس قلتها.
ها بلشنا.
بلشنا.
Oh, what was that word that you always say? Basically. Was it basically?
He says basically. Yeah.
There's a word that he says all the time. It's basically, I think.
بس نحن بنبلش بودكاست على alright.
Oh, okay.
بس بيقول basically مبارح.
إيه لا بقولها.
Basically.
And he
عادة.
say something and it has nothing to do with basically. And he just...
هيك مبلش جاس حبيب. طيب
مثل جوبي تار بارت 2.
أنا كان كنت مقرر أكون نايس بالحلقة مع جيسيكا. بلشت غلط فيا. This episode won't be a nice episode.
No,
Disclaimer من
فوت
أول
بس
حلقة.
تبين إيدك.
Disclaimer everyone. Her episode is not nice. I'm not gonna be nice.
في تحط dramatic music. Yeah. All right. Jessica, welcome to the podcast.
Thank you.
Thanks for coming.
Thanks.
بعرف جبناك من لبنان لهون على الطاولة.
من Rockaway, actually.
من Rockaway.
So, well, actually, okay, let me tell you about myself a bit because you don't know that. So I was born in Rockaway. No,
ما حدا سألها.
Aren't you guys eventually gonna ask me, Aslan?
قلت لك
How'd you
in
come
theory,
from Lebanon?
in theory
and blah, blah, blah.
بس you did something bad الأول ماشي الحال يلا.
خلاص إيف.
You're very dramatic.
إيف.
You're very
بس كرمال
dramatic.
أنا بس كرمال أنا.
Okay.
Yeah. Go.
Anyway, so I was born and raised in Rockaway. It's like 35 minutes away from here. And when I was 13, turning 14, I moved to Lebanon. I was there for 16 years, went to school, and then I started work and everything. Horrible 7 years of my life working there. I'll tell you about that later. Anyway, I'll tell you. My first 5 years, I was in a company that was horrible. She ended up with a lawsuit.
What?
Yeah.
ربحته?
No, it's
No.
still open till now.
Fuck. I heard it's a nightmare تفتح محكمة أو
Yeah.
تشكى
And
حدا
it's
هونيك.
never ending.
بتضل
So-
تتأجل يعني for.
Especially with COVID and everything. Yeah, so. And now I'm back here.
Okay. How is it being back?
It's been like a roller coaster, really. So I came for vacation around Christmas. Well, not around Christmas. I came for Christmas, actually, for 22 days. And I kind of had a culture shock, which was kind of weird because I know I've already lived here and everything. So I thought I'd expect, everything that would be unexpected. Turns out no. So, yeah. So when I came, I kind of thought like, wow, like everything's so expensive and everyone's just not weird, but just different than what I'm used to.
Weird.
No, different. I'm not going to say it.
No, weird.
Okay, why would you say weird?
لأنه غريبين العالم هون. Let's be real يعني.
They're too open to things that we're not really used to being open about. Let's just say it like that.
One of them maybe. تتعودي لهم. Overall ما بعرف. They're weird. Anyway, that's not about this.
أنا ما بحس weird أكتر ما إنه في كل شيء. في كل شيء.
هو في كل شيء. Especially in New York. إنه بتلاقي بليترلي.
So لأنه عم تلاقي بكل شيء في قصص رح تلاقيها weird. في big chunk رح تلاقيه weird.
Maybe نحن weird أصلا.
يمكن إن نحن أكيد نحن weird لهم. أكيد يعني. هيدا for sure.
Yeah.
Anyway,
So where was I?
كنت بس جيت هون صار في
Vacation.
culture shock.
Yeah, so I had a culture shock and everything. And when I went back, I felt depressed for some reason. Like why I'm back in Lebanon and everything. And it was kind of weird because I didn't want to leave. Like, Lebanon was always my comfort zone. So when I went back, I felt like, oh my God, how am I going to explain this? Like, I just felt like I'm being back to a place where you're always judged and you're always like, you don't feel free to do what you want and be who you are. And when I was here, I realized like, wow, like
I don't fit here.
So basically culture
so
shock.
I was really confused, yeah.
So basically culture shock اللي صارت معك هون turned out to be a wake up call. إنه أنت you were in the wrong place. فينا نعتبر هيك.
Yeah, you can say that. But the reason that I actually decided to come here for vacation, like I was there for 16 years in Lebanon, and I never, no,
what?
I never thought of coming here for vacation because I thought like, okay, I've already seen the States. Let me go, you know, to Europe or wherever else I can go. وخلاص شو بدي بأمريكا. No, I've been here before and I've seen everything. Yeah. But what happened was I really, like the past 3 years, I was really starting to think about my mental health, especially with like everything that was going on with like me career-wise. Because, you know, after that lawsuit and everything, I tried opening my own business and then COVID started and it was just a huge mess. And then جات سكرت and it was so like demotivating for me. إنه جربت أعمل شيء لإلي and it didn't really work. And then afterwards I had another job. I was working for a guy that has properties here. He has in like Indiana, Ohio, Pennsylvania, different states. And I was so happy, like, hey, you know, I'm getting like American experience and أكيد رح يدفع لي بالدولار and whatever. And then what he ended up doing was saying, oh, no, ما رح يدفع لك بالدولار. I'm going to pay you.
بلبنان.
إيه.
هو لبناني?
Yeah. And that was the funny part.
That was fucked up.
Yeah, it's very fucked up. Oof. Because I was doing everything. I was managing all the property managers of all the different properties, and I was doing everything. And I'd stay sometimes till 4 a.m. Like sometimes the property managers, they'd call me because these properties were like class C. Mm-hmm. They were like considered class C. So there were a lot of people that are like from Section 8, and, you know, they're not really like normal people that you'd, you know, host, I guess. So there were a lot that would like commit suicide and shoot each other and stuff like that. And they'd call me 4 a.m. like, hey, the police came and this happened. And they'd send me videos and hey, that, oh, halo, hey, that. And it's like, dude, like, let me sleep without having nightmares. So it was really tough. And then, you know, end of the day, بيجي بيقول لي راح ادفع لك بلبنان. لا حبيبي. What are you talking about?
قديش اشتغلتي معه؟
سنة تقريبا.
انه بالاخر عرفتي عم بدفع لك باللبناني ولا انه؟
ايه. And then he got another manager وما خصه بالدنيا, and I'm not going to talk anything. I'm not going to say anything more than that. But no, he was attracted to her, we can say. And yeah, she got paid in dollars.
That's fucked up.
Where did she live?
Where'd she live?
وين عايشة؟
بلبنان, you mean? I don't know.
لا مش بلبنان. بلبنان عايشة يعني هي.
Okay. And this was in Lebanon. This was experience that I had in Lebanon.
طب before we get into more details عن هالموضوع, أنت قلت إنه you worked for 7 years بلبنان. It was miserable.
Not miserable, but now that I think about it, like why the fuck did I?
ما هيدا سؤالي إنه أنت you were born here معك passport. Your way out كان في يكون
coming back.
كتير قبل, لا قصدي قبل بوقت يعني. يمكن أول ما تخرجت من الجامعة, يمكن بس بلشت تشوف إنه لبنان ما في enough opportunities, يمكن بس بلشت تحس إنه لهيدا ليه إنه technically جيت مع حدا عنده chance, عنده opportunity, جيت technically مأخر بالنسبة لأي ساعة بلشوا يفلفلوا بالدور العالم. Why is that?
Well, like I said, it was my comfort zone, and because I already have the passport, I kind of felt like, okay, I'm not in a rush.
وأصلاً شيء بتعرفي شو فيه هون. Because عالم مستقتلين يجوا على أمريكا while يمكن أنت بتعرف إنه أمريكا is not as glorious as people think, لأنه obviously بس نكون بلبنان عنا vision of America.
إيه إنه
America
مش world,
it's the
land of opportunities.
Exactly, leading country, which it is يعني for the most part. بس I feel ما بعرف, أنا عم جاوب عنك هلا, اسألني إذا أنا بجاوبك شو بدك. لا أنا بس أنا I would assume إنه عارفة شو فيه هون ومش كتير مستقت لتجي إنه هذا عن جد last resort.
Exactly.
Versus
and I already have the passport, so I don't have to be in a rush.
Yeah.
But when did I actually feel like, okay, I need to be in the States and I need to see how it's like there and really push myself into going there? It's when I really felt like I've tried everything and خلاص, it's not working out. لأنه آخر شيء I was working for an international company and it was عن جد best experience with them in Lebanon يعني كلبنان, but it still wasn't enough. And I don't know, like the last 3 years with like COVID and everything, I kind of felt like I needed to think about myself a bit more and really just focus on being the best that I can be. So yeah, it was really about mental health and just being around people that make me feel comfortable. And that's what I felt here. When I came here and I actually gave myself a chance to, you know, come and see how it's like, I felt like, wow, like there's a huge difference between what I've been surrounded by in Lebanon and what I've, you know, felt here.
Good.
Is it because of كيف آخر فترة صار لبنان؟ لأنه why I'm asking this. أنت mostly أنت جيتي على كريسماس هون صح؟
Yeah.
جيتي عند your family. لا مش إنه وحدك وهيك. So مثل ما بنعرف إن 3/4 العيال اللبنانية اللي هون they're still living إذا بدك بطريقة لبنانية more or less. أوكي؟
كيف يعني؟
شو؟
كيف يعني؟ What?
طريقة لبنانية إنه
كيف فترة you mean like
لا in general العيال اللي هون mainly قصده إنه بعيشوا بطريقة لبنانية which is a good thing.
أنا بعدني ماشي step by step لسؤال.
Yeah, I'm sorry.
أوكي صح إنه هون
whiskey no.
العيال
ماي
so العيال اللبنانية هون عايشين kind of مثل ما نحن بنعرف وبنرتاح وبنحب لبنان صح؟ so أنت جيتي وشفت you took إذا بدك a sample من هون مزبوط؟ هالsample similar لشو كان لبنان من قبل.
True.
So is this what you liked أو بس أو أمريكا بحد ذاتها أو the difference between لبنان and America in general فهمتي قصدي؟
Yeah, I think it was more of just about the freedom that I felt here. More than like, okay, I do have Lebanese friends and Lebanese family and everything. So yeah, that piece of the puzzle really did make me feel better about it. But it was also the feeling of just doing whatever I want, you know, at the same time. So yeah, it was a bit of both. You're right.
Okay.
Nice. Maybe نحن تعودنا على الموضوع. إنه we've been here for a while I would say. إنه
أنت هون triple.
بس إنه أنت خلص إنه.
How many years have you been here for?
8.
8. Okay. Do you remember how like your first year was like?
أكيد.
Yeah, how was it like?
It was bad أول especially 4 or 5 months يعني.
Okay.
Again منك بيئتك basically.
Yeah.
So.
But do you feel like you could live there again? That's the thing. That's the thing.
I would
like,
love to.
I feel like
ideally.
I can't go back anymore, you know? Like
No, you can بس ما هي بالنهاية.
No, but if you're moving forward, why would you?
إيه صح لا أكيد. Eventually أنا I would say إنه إذا واحد عايش هون وما في إنه بدي أروح على لبنان because okay روح فيك.
Yeah.
But we choose not to.
Yeah.
For obvious reasons.
Yeah.
عرفتي؟ Ideally بروح لهونيك وبنعيش هونيك مع العائلة ومع أهلنا ومع أصحابنا. Ideally بس إنه we obviously don't live in an ideal world.
Yeah.
So practically home makes more sense أو any more developed country than Lebanon. إنه in general مش عم بحكي هون specifically هون يمكن عم ينزل نزول unfortunately.
Yeah.
بس إنه أوكي في عنا situation إنه بلدنا هيك أوكي بعقد وبنحبه بس it's unfortunate كيف it's run البلد in general. يا بدنا إنه شو بدي أعمله يا الله بلدي بدي شو yeah we have to move forward so we clearly chose to move forward يعني.
Yeah.
So it was bad أول فترة like anyone ما بتصور إجا حدا لهون وما كانت bad أول فترة at least أول فترة.
Yeah.
unless حدا حياته بلبنان عن جد مش مبسوط فيها وإجا لهون as an escape
بكل الأحوال في شو اسمه في نازلة somewhere بالأول يعني في ناس بيجوا overhyped بالأول إنه it's something new مبسوطين وهيك بعد شي شهرين بيعملوا الكراش في ناس على الوصل بيعملوا الكراش يعني
صح.
بس إنه بعتقد حتى الناس يلي miserable بلبنان at least إذا على اللي كان عندهم يا أهلهم يا حدا رفقاتهم حدهم في كراش بدهم يعملوه at some point هون يعني
because eventually بتكون إيش شيء إنه هيدا هو الحل بتوصل على الحل وبتصير تفتش على مشاكل جديدة أو يبين مشاكل جديدة إنه أهلي مش حدا وأصحابي مش حدا. I want to go back to the point where قلت فتحتي your own business. شو فتحتي إذا you don't mind
tutoring center.
Okay, nice.
Yeah, and I got like a bunch of teachers with me, and I had students and everything. But like there were some students that you know they couldn't pay on time, and it was messed up.
Wrong time.
Very wrong time. Very, very wrong.
But that's nice. Bravo. I know you tried at least. I know
Yeah.
You learned basically from.
Yeah. Yeah, I did.
ومن كوفيد انه you had to shut down because of COVID ولا
because of everything. يعني كمان I can feel hyperinflation and
انا اجوا
stuff.
كلهم ذات الوقت mainly.
كلهم مع بعض.
Okay.
Yeah.
Huh. Well, maybe you could still do this online though.
I tried.
انه مش بس
but-
بلبنان قصدي انه like since you have experience in this field انه هون you could do it with obviously في issues بس انه fairly more smoothly انه بالنسبة للpayments.
It's just I think إخر شيء عرفته. So I was just like okay خلاص you know. And I found that job for the properties and stuff. Right. So I felt like if you know this is a great opportunity and I'm gonna learn so much وما بعرف شو, and then it just ended up even worse and then I got the job at the international company and it was really good. I really wish like it was better than that, but unfortunately it wasn't. So yeah.
Okay, I see.
But for me it was so to go back to the point that you were saying like about if it was an escape or not, what I felt like is kind of like what happened in the Uber just now. Like I was thinking to myself when I got into that Uber, my Uber's like the driver or I don't know, the car smelled really bad. And when I got into it, I was like, how the hell does this driver not smell how bad the car is? Like
you live in shit. You don't smell it anymore.
Exactly. So I felt like the last 3 years was kind of like I was starting to smell the shit. And later on I just started getting used to it and forgetting that I deserve more.
I see.
You get what I mean? So
and since you had the opportunity for why not take it يعني.
Yeah.
طب can we go back على موضوع اللاسوت أو هيدا موضوع مو فينا نحكي فيه؟ وليش كبيتينا بومب وفليت؟
مركي تحت الهواء.
كبيت لنا بومب فاجأ ولا بومب وقلنا احنا ما عندنا فهمنا شيء.
لا I would understand why ما بدأت.
لا مش هيك أنا سألت
على الكاميرا.
مش هيك أنا ما سألت ما قلت لها خبرينا عن اللاسوت قلت لها can you tell us؟ فرق بطريقة سؤال إذا بتلاحظوا.
But it was one of the reasons why I kept like postponing coming here because I had hoped that it closed eventually. And also when, well, my dad passed away a couple of years ago, 5 years ago.
Oh,
sorry to hear that.
Yeah. So when he was still alive, he'd always tell me like, you know, خليك حدي and stuff like that. So that's why I wasn't really thinking about it at the time. And then afterwards, I wanted to stay by my mom, you know, to be support for her and everything. And now that I kind of feel like, okay, 5 years have passed. It's okay. I can do this. I'm the type that's kind of stubborn, I'd say. Not stubborn, but it's hard to kind of change things about me. Okay. So when I started thinking about it, especially after the explosion, I felt like I needed to take baby steps. So that's why I came for vacation. And then when I went back, I was like, okay, let me apply for a job. And, you know, just took baby steps to get to where I am. And now that I'm here, I feel like, oh my gosh, like I have more friends than I have there. I have more freedom. I can travel as much as I want. I can just in a way feel like
you know, everything is normal basically.
Everything like I can just walk outside in my pajamas and no one would look at me without saying like "Shoo bike? Are you sick? Is everything okay? What's wrong with you?"
It's not even that. It's not even that. في نقطة حكينا عنها بكتير حلقات قطعوا. نحكي عن فكرة إنه ما عنا the basic needs of life to worry about ونفكر فيهم. اللي هي كتير نحكي عنه إنه هيدا بلبنان خيي منه قادر يكب effort let's say على his business لأنه بوقته الفاضي عتلين هم كيف يأمن بنزين وكيف يأمن كهرباء وكيف يأمن هيدا. يعني أنت بذات الوقت هون يمكن ما بقى you're not worrying about إنه بدي إنترنت لشغلي أو whatever. أوكي يلا خلصت يلا hit let me plan my next trip let me plan my vacation. هيدا الفرق.
Exactly.
We've always said that it's true يعني يعني بدك أنت فيك تستفيد إنك ترتاح فيك تستفيد إنك تحنك فيك تستفيد إنك to work on a separate side hustle whatever.
Just walk without thinking about anything. I'm loving this like. Because in Lebanon, like, you think about every little detail, just like you're saying. If I want to go out for the weekend, I'd have to think about قديه بدي أحط بنزين minimum شي 500,000. I don't know هلا قديه بس إنه هيك كانت المينيمم. شو كمان سهرة مليون right شو كمان Like oh you don't remember.
انا فليت على 1570 يعني.
يمشي 1570
Well,
لا
yeah, how much is it?
انا محلي مش هون
28,000 هلا.
بعتقد لها فتره فيكست على 24. جوليا معنا فاكت تشيكر هون. جوليا قد ايه هلا الدولار؟
27000
But there was I think it was like 2 weeks ago it was 28,000
بهالرينج يعني I would say
or 20.
انه ما منيح من الاخر ما انه شيء
at all.
It's still اكثر من 10 times شو كان بالحياه.
Yeah, so you'd have to think about a lot of stuff before doing any little thing you wanted to do.
I'm sure. هلا بنرجع بنقول grass isn't greener anyway. Maybe with بهالاشياء definitely greener هون the necessities of life. بس انه with that في sacrifice بيجي معه.
هلا I still haven't
just like
felt that
anything.
loneliness that everyone
صار
talks
لك
about.
هون.
هلا since March 15th.
ما اجى الكاف بعد في
لا that's what I'm
Okay.
saying. I still haven't felt this loneliness.
هلا
خبرينا
I'm
بركي
really hoping
دغري
I
نعمل
will.
حلقه على كعبه مع الكف نشوف شو بيتغير.
تيجي ببين غير فايب كل
بدي قلنا هونيك نهار جاست جايز
انا جاهز
نحمل نحن
How
الكاميرات
could I
ونروح.
feel lonely if I have Eve by me anyway?
مثلا يلا دمرتك ورجعت شيلت اليوم.
بتعرف اذا بجاوب.
Come on, you know you love me.
لا hopefully ما بتاكلي
You
كاف
know.
بس انه كمان انه عندك واحد يحطوا له
حطوا له
مايك
باك يا عم.
والله حطوا له مايك هون.
Yeah.
ان شاء الله ما يجي الكف بس انه حتى لو بيجي I think it's normal for انه
Yeah. Plus, my
بس-
mom is young. Whenever she wants to come, she can come.
Yeah,
My
great.
sisters as well. So
وعندك عائلة هون وهيك سو
yeah, so there's nothing to really worry about.
اذا انه فيك تو اكت وقت يجي ليتس كول ات كف يلي عم نحكي فيه انه اذا فيك تو اكت وقت يجي انه انا اليوم اي فيل سو داون هالفتره خيي بعمل تريب على اذا هالقد ستريسد اوت
Yeah.
هالقد بعمل تريب على لبنان او وات ايفر يعني.
Yeah.
نحن عم نعملها هلا انه بده يجي الكف خلص يمكن ما يجي ما خلص هو
I hope
اذا
not.
مبسوطة كثير منيح يعني that's great يعني.
If
Yeah.
that was nice. طيب حدا بقى بده يحكي شيء عن هالتوبيك؟
لا تفضل.
You want to talk about Kanye West?
بحكي اذا بس انه ما بحكي مع حالي بحس
لا انه اتس انترستينج. خبر
كاني ويست كثير حلوة الدوكيومنتري احضروها وبس
لا بنحكي عن البوينت
How do you
اللي اتس
spell it?
فيري انترستينج.
ما بعرف
You
like
just-
either JEEN or JEAN
Okay.
ويس كتبها like YUHS or YUS شي هيك
اسمها جينيوس.
ايه جينيوس.
اوكي. وكنت عم تقلنا من شوي انه الدوكيومنتري في فوتج من الزلمه قبل ما يصير
يعني
حتى فيمس.
يعني whoever edited the
So he knew.
the document he knew
ليش مش هي نيو هي بلانت فور ات.
لا he knew he worked for it وخلص
He
يعني
worked for
من هو صغير من وقتها عم بيحكي بطريقة انه I'm gonna do this and that و he did this and that يعني انه خلص هي بس كمان في شيء كتير حلو قال انه كل هو اول شيء بلش اعطيكم باك ستوري هو بلش بروديوسر سو حطوه بكاتيجوري بروديوسر بس هو he wanted to rap سو بيقولوا he's a great producer و he also can rap انه بعده بكاتيجوري هذا هو كان بده يكون بكاتيجوري لا بده يكون مع الرابرز مع
Okay.
انه بده نحط بهالكاتيجوري so eventually it was hard for him يفوت على هالموضوع بس فات عليه فات وكتر يعني so he accomplished a lot يعني عن جد وقال انه كان يشوف other producers و rappers كيف كانوا يشتغلوا يشوف the schedule ويشتغل 10 times more يعني انه نفس الشيء كيف مثلا كوبي بتسمع عن كوبي كان يجي قبله يعرف اي ساعة يجي مثلا ويجي قبله بساعتين يتمرن or whatever انه او شيء هيك خبرية
كل السكسس ستوريز من كل السكسس ستوريز دايما عم بيشتغلوا اكثر من غيرهم.
هو بيقتل كمان انه في محل اوكي سو بنص هز كارير هو بلش يقلع وبيعمل حادث وبينكسر الجو من فوق هو بده يغني eventually so
When was that? Like what age was he? Do you know?
probably around 20 in his 20s يمكن
Oh.
كان بلش يقلع بيضحك هو شوي he's arrogant in a way بس ساطل يعني قال له للدنتس قال له you know I sing and I'm gonna become a superstar or she and I look like I'm a pretty good looking guy with but this is messing me up إنه كان مرة إنه هيك عنده هالأخبار بس all his confidence إجا من أمه by the way because أمه كل وقت بتقله إنه you're gonna be big ومدري شو ف it's
I
very
wonder
nice.
if Kim Kardashian is watching it
I'm sure why not
and regretting
why
regretting شو
leaving him or
تركوا.
هلا
they did right?
they did
Yeah, ما هلا she's with Pete Davidson.
بتعرفوا شو بيت ديفيد؟ لا بس تارك وهي بكاني. Anyway, he's عن جد genius. He is a genius. كتير قوي. احضروا.
Which brings you to إنه دايما أنت to be successful أو حدا successful. It's not about the skills that you have only على الحل أو talent that you have only على الحل. If you don't put work into it ما بتحط وقت.
Determination.
يعني I'm sure كل حدا top بtheir career هلا let's say راح أحكي عن الارتس ما راح أحكي عن غير شيء. في there's someone somewhere هو أحسن منهم in theory. بس ما قدر يكون as successful. مش لأنه هن they got lucky. Okay, sometimes luck or timing plays a role. بس لأنه they actually did put more effort.
لا سكر كتير بواب بوجهه بس ضل مكفى so he got what he wanted which is nice.
Yeah. Tab, how was your first job here? Like, I'm just asking because I just started my new job like a month ago, right? And so I'm still considered the new girl. So I wanted to like bring this up because something like happened today. في واحدة معنا, she's in sales and I'm a project coordinator. So I take care of the projects after they close the deals and stuff. So في واحدة بحسها شوي like every time I do something about a project تيجي بترد علي إنه ليك I think you did this wrong or you did ما بعرف. She always like دايما بتعلق. أما اليوم عم بحكي مع واحدة معي بالشغل قلت لها إنه ليك شو قصتها هيدي إنه تيجي تعمل شغلي يعني. And she's like, you know what, Jessica, don't think about it because you're the one that came from another country. You left your family and everything. You came to a new country to work here and stuff. And I doubt that she could do half or riba what you've been doing. So she made me feel better. So I just wanted to say, like, whoever like ends up with a new job here and stuff, like, not to worry about it because it made me feel good that she said that.
مزبوط على فكرة كتير مزبوطة هالنقطة. It's not only that ما خص واحد إذا هو له شغله جديد أو شيء كمان ما sometimes في ناس بالحياة وين ما كان في ناس toxic شوي يعني instead of يجروا العالم معهم up they want to.
ودايما I think like maybe أنا عم بتصرف معهم غلط أو maybe I don't know because كمان إنه it is a new culture to me يعني إنه شو I left when I was 13 يعني I don't know how the working life is like here. So yeah.
إذا صار لك شهرين give yourself a break.
I know.
بعدك واصلة.
I know أنا بستعجل شوي.
والله لا.
بدها تخلص.
بس هي إنه
تخلص شو ما حدا بدها تخلص.
بس هي she's not your boss is she?
No, she's just in sales.
فيها تسده يعني مين.
I know, but it's just tough إنه she's affecting ما بعرف إنه my مش reputation بس إنه.
Well, take whatever criticism she gives you, I would say. يعني مثلا هي على طول بقولها إنه let's say على يوتيوب حدا بيعمل لي comment بعد عن الكاميرا يا حمار. Okay, إذا بشيل لي يا حمار part إنه بعد عن الكاميرا could be valid criticism إنه يمكن لازم أقعد أبعد شوي مثلا for example obviously ما عم بتقلك هيك ولا كنت انشحطت من زمان يعني بس إنه ما هي
بس إنه عشوائي رح تقول شيء هيك
بس مش ما هي في طريقة إنه إذا she says it in a way while she's praising you تقولك إنه great job with this that's awesome next time let's do this as well you wouldn't take it that way so this is where leadership skills لازم يكونوا موجودين which many people lack لأنه they don't teach them anywhere. So
أنا for me is your close team و your manager شايفين the good things that يلي عم تعمليهم وهيك it doesn't matter شوي okay هني بيشتغلوا معك بنتيجة بس إنه إذا في the right people are seeing what you are actually doing that's enough. You shouldn't be worried about something else.
My manager is the sweetest guy on the face of the planet. Like I don't know how I was so blessed with this manager.
أزمته على happy birthday تبعه.
لا مش هي. I have 2 jobs by the way.
I have 2 jobs. Okay,
yeah.
Nice.
There's one that's like part-time. I do sales for kiosks.
Nice.
That are for like residential places. And so what we do is we get commission out of as salespeople, commission out of rental products, and we have like a pop-up shop in the kiosk as well, and we also have like package management in it. So we sell the hardware to properties, but we're not doing that anymore. But anyway, we do that, we get commission out of that, and we also do it through brands, like whatever brands that we have in the kiosks, we also help them with brand activations and sampling out and stuff like that. So
nice. How do you
Yeah.
sell? Is it cold calling يعني? No. Or...
No, not through calls, through emails.
Oh,
And then
okay.
once we get a meeting with them, we have it on
Then you have a
Google
call.
Meets. Or,
Okay.
Yeah.
Cool. Nice.
Yeah.
And I want to get into... Well, I want to learn how to sell. No.
It's a very
it's-
important skill.
Exactly.
'cause-
Yeah. ما بعرف it's underrated بس براسي it was underrated بس إنه it's a skill that everyone should learn because
It
eventually
is.
whatever you do you're selling. As you're at a job interview you're selling yourself.
صح؟
As you
Yeah.
are selling your product you're selling.
You know what
basically.
made me really like sales? There's a book that I read. It's called How to Sell Anything to Anybody. And it's
Shit.
really nice.
Nice.
You should read it.
You know what you should read كمان I'll keep that in mind اسمه $100 million offers
Never heard of it.
by Alex Hormozy. He's a guy he's a genius salesman.
Okay.
Who his wife they make like 83 million a year or some shit something crazy يعني. So he knows what he's talking about.
Damn.
بالمبدأ
هو عم بيعملوا هيك for fun إنه عم بيبيعوا ب $1 على Amazon because that's the cheapest price you can put. So look into it. It's very nice.
Yeah. Yeah.
Wow.
Cool.
Yeah.
I wish I can read بس
So
Yeah.
anyway, the
Audiobook.
sweet manager is not... Well, he's sweet too. He's my friend, obviously. I
بدي
invited
اكتب
him.
لاقيه في اوديو بوك ليش I wish
عم جرب والله هلا فوت حتى تختي في كتاب
برافو عم قاعد
جد.
بس
شوف يعني صار لي شي 4 ايام قاري 10 صفحات
برافو مهم تبلش
Oh my gosh.
ليك عن جد اوديو بوكس هو الحل اذا ما لك جد عن جد او كندل عن جد الكندل بتحمسك تقرا انا ما كنت حابب انه مش مكتب انه كان عادي بس انا بس جيب كندل تنبسط يا سيدي
في عندي شي 2
اعمل هيك شو بدي ما تقرا شو بدي ما تستفيد
لا مش انه مش مجرب مش انه مش مجرب
بمزح بس رك عليه
في عنا كتير كندل بالبيت
لا والله يعني هلا كنت عم بقرا كتاب هلا خلصه اليوم اكشلي اوديو بوك عم بسمع مش عم بقرا اسمه How to Make Friends and Influence People.
Oh yeah, that's an old book. That's a very old book, but
it's life changing.
well-known.
اليوم كنت عم
Yeah.
بحكي مع رفيق رامي قال لي هذا بايبل بالنسبه له صار قاريه مرتين وكل مره بيرجع له يعني انه
Yeah.
و عن جد books are life changing.
Yeah. Everyone also mentions Rich Dad Poor Dad.
I never read it but I
know
read
everyone
summary
talks about
عنه
it though.
basically. Yeah.
I've heard
Yeah.
كمان about a book كمان كتير بيعتبروه انه كلاسيك ينقرا يعني similar اللي عم تحكوا اسمه Who Moved My Cheese كمان
Yeah, it takes you like 2 days to read.
أنا
No, I'm dead.
كيف عم بيدمر حاله
لا بس I've heard a lot about it لدرجة صار شوي commercial يعني على شوي بس إنه كتير معروف.
Yeah, but it's like more of like a story than it is like no, it's very easy to read. Don't worry about it. So yeah.
بس عن جد أنا
Just letting you
ما حدا
know.
سألني بس أنا رح لكم 2 books from my experience you must read إذا هلا عم تحضرونا طفوا كل خلصوا الفيديو رجعوا احضرونا ومحوا انستا وتويتر then قروا Atomic Habits و
Okay.
How to Make Friends and Influence People then نزلوا انستا عن بدكم إياها
Okay.
عن جد everyone should do that promise وشكرونا
إذا تذكرنا نكتب هالشي بالديسكريبشن.
ايه بشير
إذا
حط
تذكرنا.
affiliate link ونقبض مصاري على ما تخبر حالك
طيب I have a question for you guys to think about. I've already thought شوي about it before.
Okay.
شوبت افتح don't worry هلا بنشيل النويز so تعرفوا بالحياة في yes
في no.
شو عرفك مررين did you plan this
بعت للأسئلة على online.
You know I always complete
أخلك على؟
sentences.
ماشي أنا مش عم بقش عني. إيه anyway let's talk about no. Do you think في type of no different types of no and what are these different types of
Damn.
no?
Whoa, I didn't drink enough
It's
for that.
water. مي.
Are there different types of no?
my answer هي yes.
can you
I'm
elaborate
sure
ولا هذا هو
there are,
السؤال
but
هذا
like-
هو السؤال أنا actually أنا انسألته لهالسؤال تفكرت فيه مش أنا فكرت فيه براسي
كل واحد فسره بطريقة.
فسرته بطريقة وحسيت تفسيري valid أخذته كتير طريقة simple أنا personally يعني so في جاوب إذا بدكم ترجعوا تجاوبوا
I
فيكم
mean,
يعني.
it depends no to what. Like, if it's something positive, like you're saying no to something positive, then that's... I don't know.
رح جاوب بس إذا بدكم جاوب وتستوحوا من جوابي إذا يمكن أنتم فيكم تفسروه بغير طريقة. أنا بالنسبة لي إنه في different types of no. في no out of في no out of hate في no out of love في no out no رح أعطي example. رح اعطي اكزامبل كتير سخيف بس توصل فكره let's say no out of love. اوكي let's say انت وبيك وفي last slice of pizza. اوكي تيجي انت بتقول له بدك اياها, هو بده اياها بس رح يقول لك لا ما بدي اياها لانه تتذكر انت.
انا قلت ايه راح افكر عن الاكل واحد. حسن
What's your horoscope?
اوف
I'm asking.
بدنا نفوت برابط هول جديد هذا.
No, because I want to know. Like,
ليش شو بين معك اذا هلا بتعرفي عن الهوروسكوب شو بين معك؟
because I'm a Taurus and I love food. And everyone says that Tauruses love food.
يا عمي everyone loves food. شو هالكذبة ما تخبروا؟
كمان لخيي.
Everyone
Hey,
loves
Aida, I'm
food.
turning 30 by the way. We're in May. I know. So yeah.
هلا عيدك.
Yeah, Taurus. Yeah.
ما بعرف عن جد ما بعرف كيف مقسمين. بعرف بس باكتوبر في عيدة هيدا ليبرا.
Oh,
That's
you're
it.
a Libra. Okay. I
مبين
got it.
واضح حسيت من اول ما
I got
شفتك
it.
انا.
Ugh. That's why we don't get along.
مرت الماضي سيرينا برو على قد سيرينا شاوت اوت سيرينا اذا عم تحضرنا. مش سيرينا
سيرينا.
سيرينا ابو منصور. قالت لي انت سكوربيو؟ I don't get along with Scorpios. قلت لك انا ماشي حالنا
كنا مبسوطين وبنحكي.
هلا بطلت اصحاب معي.
ما بحكي مع سكوربيو ويت انا بدري
I
كيف
love
إني.
Scorpios.
ثانكس اوكي
منيح والله كنا نوقف الحلقة.
طيب لكن عن شو كنت عم تسأل عن انه
Okay, so no to
انت كنت عم
pizza.
تجاوبي.
No, I
انت كنت
no.
عم
he
تعطي
was-
اكزامبل.
لا كنت عم بقى انه وفي نو اوت اوف انه خي ما بعرف في انه انت ما بعرف حدا ما بتحبه بتقول له نو شو ما يطلب منك. في نو اوت اوف فير انه انت مثلا خايف تطلع على ستيج خي بدك تاخذ هذا البرفورمانس. لا ما باخذ هذا هيدا قصدي انا هيك شفته اتليست في different types of no. It's not only
So
negative.
there's
هدفك
out of
اوقات
love
تفيد
and
حدا.
out of fear and
There's
Okay.
a whole bunch of stuff. في انت بدك تفيد حدا انه let's say خي ما بعرف ابنك وجاي بده ياكل كل يوم تشيبس بتقول له نو.
فهمت.
هدفك تفيده مش هدفك انه
طب what's the point of the question انه is no always negative is your question basically. Okay. Well no. It's not. هلا اعمل لك نو كرمال فيد.
ميرسي انا
لا اكيد.
it's just a thought. حبا في يخلص الحديث هون يعني بنقله عشان
بس شو السؤال does it make sense مش انه شيء انه هلا عم فكر فيه انه it's just
We
saying
needed
no
more
to
whiskey for it, I
it's just
think.
no for واشياء انا اشياء أتقل. it's saying no for different types of things basically. So no هو ذاته ما تغير. The reason why you say no is what changed.
اوكي
إذا عندك malicious intent عم تقول no ما بدك تفيده, عم تقول no إذا بتحبه كرمال تفيده.
ايه انه هي no ك definition of the word no ما راح يتغير for sure.
You know, in our minds, like no is a negative word, but it doesn't have to be something negative. That's what
it doesn't. Yeah, I'm again yes means yes و no means no. إذا بتفوت تقرا definition تبعولته هيدي for sure يعني.
Let's go.
ما راح تتغير يعني. بس إنه إيه basically مثل ما قلت
Oh, you voted, didn't you?
Yeah.
Isn't that from the ink of the?
إيه من جرصة وحياة أمي مش عم بيروح. أنت رأى؟
أنا ما حطيت ضفرة. أنا عملت هيك.
هلا it's elections
ما
week
انتبهت.
and we should look forward to
إذا
good changes.
بس هالحلقة مش رح تنزل قبل الانتخابات. معلش.
بسيط.
السنة الجاي بس بدكم تنتخبوا ما تنزلوا ضفركم بالإنك. أوكي بس حطوا الجلد.
هيك.
أيوة.
Cool. Where's yours though? I didn't see it.
ما في راح.
ما هو زديك ما غطس كل شيء.
ما حطيت.
أنا هون راح بس ضل معلم على ضفري.
تحط إصبعك تتحمم مرتين وبتجلي مرة.
مع بليتش ولا بلا بليتش؟
بلا بليتش.
بلا
مع بليتش بعد أدرى.
أسرع.
بتجلي مرة بيروحوا لهيدا. بس بلا كفوف إذا بتجلي مع كفوف.
طب ليك هيك عم تحكي عن إنه
شو بيك؟ I love you, I swear.
طب جرأ أنا مش
لا أنا عم بقول لك عم بشوف إذا بياخد جرين لايت منك ولا لا.
شو بدنا؟
يلا.
طب خلص خلصنا أنا انسحب أنت اصطف.
إيه شو كنت عم تقول؟
نسيت والله نسيت.
نسيتي.
فينا نعمل ريوايند.
Eve, look at me.
كنت عم تقول ما زالك عم تقول ال types of no.
إيه صح. راحت والله راحت ما بأثر بسيطة.
Eve, look at me.
بسيطة.
طلع
You
فيها
love
شوي.
me, don't you?
احكي قد ما بدك.
احكي شوي.
Yeah.
عملنا ميوت. تمام ما تغلطي معه لأنه عنده الباور ليعملنا ميوت كلنا.
أنا في شيلك بلا في هلا أعمل كراب
Okay, fine.
هون
You
ونحكي
want me
أنا
out of
وأنا.
here?
فلت.
طيب
anyway
طيب.
ماشي الحال تسلينا وكل شيء
صح خلص هلا بدنا نرجع على الجد.
نرجع على الجد.
احنا هذا بودكاست كتير
سؤال
جد.
النوم حبوه.
لا حلو بس هيك انه it's too early for it. عرفت 3 الصبح مثلا حلو هذا السؤال.
لا أنا مش فايتين بشي ديب نحن قبل بالبودكاست.
لا طيب سؤال إذا خيروك بين الشهرة والسلطة شو
بتختاروا ليش؟
what?
تبعت لنا سأل لي أنت بتحب هذا السؤال.
My Arabic is not that great.
يلا فكر فيها.
Her Arabic is not that great. إجت على أمريكا استغربت.
لا بس ما فهمت
استغربت.
لا هو أنا ما فهمته. إذا
Okay.
خيروك بين الشهرة أو المال أو السلطة شو بتختاري وليش؟
Wait, what was the first one?
الشهرة.
What's shahra?
Fame.
Like fame, money, or power?
Power.
Okay, why didn't you just say it in English? It's so much easier.
عم نمرنك على العربي.
أنا بحكي عربي بخلقان بلبنان.
لبنانيز بودكاست.
Okay. Power.
Why?
Because you can get both fame and money with it.
But what if we had to choose one بلا غيره؟
Power.
يعني it's
Still
power بلا مصاري
Power.
وهيدا أو power. Why?
Good question.
قبل كان why you can get both. هلا ما عنا both.
No, because if you have power, you feel like you're just in control of things, and when you feel like you're in control of things, then you just. But there's no way that you can have power without fame and money. Come on.
مين قال؟
Or at least without fame, it doesn't work. Come on.
Yeah.
Kiev, give me an example.
مش هالفكرة. It's not about the example. It's about theoretically think about each entity by itself.
I said you can be powerful and be broke and not famous. Power, it's something.
Yeah, but give me an example. When did that ever happen?
If you feel powerful from within and you are powerful, basically, so you're powerful.
Yeah, but once you feel powerful, you feel like you're in control of things, and it's just.
Exactly. Some people are just, they have strong characters, which makes them powerful, I would say.
Okay, if you want to. Okay.
وباور إنه مش ضروري إنه كمان كل واحد في يفسره بطريقة هالسؤال. فيك تفكري بالباور على صعيد بلد. فيك تطري بالباور على صعيد حالك، على صعيد شركة، على صعيد بيت، على صعيد.
It make you feel just as good as someone that has a lot of money or a lot of fame. So yeah, right? I see it that way.
لا ما عم بقول إنه لا بس عم بحس إنه again رجعتي ربطتيهم بالmoney and fame. That's what I'm trying to. عم جرب بعدك بس that's what I'm trying to do. عم جرب بعدك عن هالفكرة. Again, it's not something easy. مش إنه ما بفكر.
ما هي صعبة لأنه نحن أوتوماتيكلي بس نفكر بهالأشياء بنفكر فيهم سوا mainly.
هل يا ترى نحن علمونا إنه الباور بيجي معه مصاري من وراء البوليتيشنز اللي عندنا بلبنان؟
I guess أو كمان.
Yeah, maybe.
أو كمان it's just كيف نفكر فيها نحن إنه ما خص قصة.
And once you have power, you know how to get money, and then once you know how to get money, you'll be closer to fame, and it's just I don't know.
بس ليش عم توصل
هي definition of power basically I think هو هلا هون.
صح.
إنه إذا you define power as literally powerful as in عصايد بلد مثل ما قلت أنت ساعتها obviously you can be rich مثلا you have power. هو في كتير politicians بغير بلاد they have a lot of power بيروحوا بالبايسيكل على الشارع mainly.
إنه أنا بالنسبة لي power in theory انتبهوا بالحياة يمكن صارت هيك definition بقوله بس power is not equals to في يطلع مصاري.
طب which one would you pick out of the three?
أنا money.
Money?
Yeah.
وأنت money? Oh, okay. I want to change my answer.
هذا اسمه peer pressure. اسمه peer pressure.
طب هات لنا شعاد لك إذا خيروك بين المال والشهرة والسلطة
شو يعني شهرة؟
Why did anyone say fame?
حط هيدي قبل هيديك. حط هلا بس تعمل edit.
بدله.
طب هلا if you have a lot of money, you can be powerful as well. Yeah, but you see, because they're all like, you know.
but there are.
You see.
You can يعني فيك أنت هلا أوكي. تكون you have a family who is let's say the Rockefeller family or whatever. You inherit billions of dollars. That doesn't make you powerful. unless you use it to be
get
powerful.
power.
That doesn't make you famous
Yeah,
either.
but if you were to pick that you could have a lot of money, but this is what I'm trying to say. It can lead you to getting power. You get what I mean?
It's a shortcut,
but why are you thinking only about these three? يعني what we were thinking about
But
power.
this was the question. لحظة.
لا
ما هو لا بس
أوكي.
تحكي عن انه ثلاثتهم بتفكر فيهم.
ايه يعني ما عم بتفكري بشيء غير بهول ثلاثه يعني عم تفكري مصاري will lead me to power and fame. Fame will lead me to مصاري and power. بس في غير شيء. في جبني انا بالمصاري بشتري بيتزا.
Okay.
لا you're only thinking about these three.
هو عم بدك تفكري فيهم separately. إذا أنت هلا you have to pick one. Okay, something you want.
Okay, let me pick let me add two other.
ليش
One question. 1 second. Okay. Fame, money, power, freedom, love.
ليه بس ليش زدنا اثنين على السؤال واحنا ما
إيه،
خلصنا
بدي
اول سؤال ما
أشوف.
خلصنا منه.
بدي أشوف. Now pick.
Money.
حبيبي
Still money?
Yeah.
wait
Damn, dude.
Money
Oh.
is freedom.
اول شيء pick انت تنرجع نحن to
Wait,
pick.
money is freedom.
Yep.
Why?
Because when you have money, you can buy
Let's say you
time.
have a lot of money in Lebanon. Would you still feel free?
Yes. إذا عندي access على المصاري أكيد. إذا بالبنك basically ما عندي money. إذا هني بالبنك.
Okay, but a lot of people in Lebanon, no matter how much money they had, they still had to wait in line for benzene. They still
They
had
can
to
buy
do
a passport easily. $150,000 بتجيبي Saint Kitts and Nevis تروح.
وفي منهم ب60 في غير بلاد
في غير بلاد. Okay,
Okay.
let me backtrack.
Okay.
Money solves a lot of problems.
Okay.
A lot of problems. Which we have. One of them بلبنان عنا باسبور مش منيح. You can buy a new passport with money and go
Yeah.
live wherever you want. I don't think a lot of people know about it. That's why ما بنفكر فيه. عن جد
شو هو؟
إنه فيك تشتري باسبور
بلا
تاني.
في
في ناس تعرف بس إنه منه هالقد common knowledge. The وبلاس في إنه anyway never mind. Money is freedom لأنه basically money buys time. أنت هلا or أنا let's say I can't go visit let's say my parents لأنه money is bound إنه عم يجبرني يكون بهذا الشغل. With that I can't go for أكتر من 2 weeks basically.
Okay.
لأنه عندي هالقد vacation. while إذا معي let's say هالقد money في يروح إذا بدي. بس then you can trap yourself براسك إنه لا I don't want to go لأنه عندي هيك. So if essentially it buys time. Let's say أنت هلا معك $1 million وبدك تنامي سنة أو to build something on your own أو ترسمي أو شيء. You can do that because money bought you this time for you not to worry about bills ورent وهيك to work on what you want to work on basically.
Okay.
صح؟
حاضرين in time.
No.
حاضرين in time.
بس زعتر يعني.
حلو. لا حلو مش بقى حلو.
ميرسي
هلا بتقول لك انك باين.
No, it's better than the كفوف
هلا بتقول
one.
لك انت باين.
It's better than the كفوف one.
في موفي لا
I
اسمه
think
in
الهجوم
time.
عليك ما خص.
في موفي اسمه in time.
إيه.
هترجع نحط له ميوت. لا عن جد انا it's not انه منه هالموفي اللي بتسطل بس the initial idea behind it انا بالنسبه لي سوري كتير بلاقيها ذكيه يلي هو exactly what you said انه time is money يلي هو بالحياه ما في money في time تشتري شيء يعني بس حيلا بدك تشتري كاميرا بدفع 3 years بدفع هيدا و eventually بيفرجوها بطريقه عم بيفرجوا كذا basically انه ناس معهم مصاري ناس فقراء whatever في ناس عم بيموتوا they ran out of time وكل شيء خلص كل شيء it's time انت at 25 نسيت كيف بتصير بس انه انت في نقطه معينه خلص ببلش وقتك ومن هونيك ورايح بدك تشتغل وبدك هيدا اللي هو تايم كله هون على ايدك بيكون your time.
Wow.
ايه
That's crazy.
الفكره كتير
But I don't
حلوه
think that
honestly.
money can buy anything. Still can't buy you love. It can't buy you health. It can't.
It can.
It can buy health.
Health? Come
Yeah.
on.
And a lot more people love you when you have more money.
لا let's talk
No,
about
that's
health.
not true. I mean, if you're someone إنه كتير شايف بحالك وهيك.
لا ما خص obviously.
Unless
عم
it's
بمزح
like, I
يعني.
don't know, if you're like some kind of sugar daddy, glucose guardian.
لا ما فهمت الكلمه اللي قالتها ما فهمت ولا كلمه.
Glucose father مثلا. ما فهمت.
I sent you a meme.
ما بقرا شو بتبعتي لي.
جيبها بالجان. Let's wrap
Let
this
me be
up.
the host here. Get out.
لا هلا عجب بس تتاكل قلتيها انه money can buy health مش قصدي بس انه can buy medication
That you
والكير
have cancer.
على راسي موضوع تاني هذا بس everyone
Okay.
ما خص
it can well أكيد obviously بس إنه
it can buy time
I'm still with power.
it can buy time
I don't know why I'm with power, but I am.
حسيت أصلا with power لو كان بيطفيله المايك بدي يكون مسيطر على
It felt good.
felt good.
أنا بس بالنسبة لي ما جاوبنا على السؤال الأساسي
What?
أنا عن جد كان بدي to separate عن المصاري
في إلا أنا عن جد
حتى أنت سوري بس زادت الفريدم you linked الفريدم دغري إنه money can buy me freedom
Yeah, so he did the same as me.
Yeah,
fame
exactly.
and
أنا
money,
قلت لها
so.
why إنه it's unnecessary نزيد freedom لأنه money is freedom basically إنه هيدا اللي عم أقوله مش إنه I linked them well I did link them بس إنه not to the two original ones okay so اعتبري في هون money هون في power هون في fame right
I still go for power.
power
Yeah.
okay fair why
Why? Because you just feel in control of everything.
Time.
And that
Okay.
feels really good.
okay nice
اوكي
fair
أنا هيدا جواب أنا عني
nice
All right.
لأنه قبل كنت عم تقول مثلا you feel in control you'll have money
You make money. بس إنه it's true إنه when you feel more powerful or you are overall more
Yeah,
powerful
it's just-
you will have مثلا let's say
You have the feeling of
self belief إنه you
Yeah.
can
لا.
make this money
أصلا to be fair لا عن جد هلا عم بحكي جد it's hard to separate عن جد
هلا
in life
you
you can't separate كل شيء عن بعضه you can't
I'm still kind of sad that you don't read my memes.
لك يا جيسيكا ما اتفقنا انه عاملين حرب على بعضنا هلا بالابيزود نزعتنا
The meme
السين
was so funny. It was what was it? Neutral.
the politically correct way to say
gender neutral way of saying sugar daddy is glucose guardian.
sorry
حاجة oh no
وتكنيكلي انه
هتخلص الدنيا.
تكون الجندر نيوترال بيكون انه it's to be politically correct
Well, yeah.
woke hashtag woke
woke
yeah أنا I've been thinking about this for a while إنه قصة money و time because عن جد essentially time is money مثل هالmovie لأنه essentially you are trading your time for
Yeah.
money basically so eventually وقت تشتري شيء حقه $10,000 let's say هيدا معاشك بالسنة عم تصرف 1 year of your time to buy what you're buying so the goal is to not work for no not trade your time for money eventually إذا واحد can have his own business so he can leverage other people's time to make that money this is ideal يعني
Yeah. So how many books did we mention? Like 5 or 6? I don't
في
know.
بعد واحد
it's okay well,
Yeah, there is.
sure
It's called the 4-Hour Work Week.
oh I know it
Oof.
yeah
It's good,
it's
right?
nice yeah it's nice
It's also about that, about time and money and how you can save time to make more money, and it's really
very interesting
Alex Hormozy the guy I told you about عمل tweet كتير حلو قال when you lose money you lose nothing when you lose time you lose something when you lose your character you lose everything
And character
ذكرتني
has to do with power.
it does لا أكيد
You
well
see?
I know
You lose everything when you don't have
ما
power.
هي I think هي أنت
If you have,
هي
yeah.
قاعدة هون قلت لها هي لا
Water? Okay.
Jessica أنت you look at power differently than I would say إنه power equals being a politician إنه هيك أنت I don't think you're looking at it that way إنه
No,
أنت عم تقول
not.
being powerful as in إنه خلص you're strong
Hey,
you're
you-
strong you
yeah.
have self-belief you
Exactly.
are
that could be
confident
power صح.
this is power as well from
And everything comes
it's
with
nice
it.
it's nice
Comes along with
because
it.
eventually when you get the money you're still the same person whether if you were a weak man and you got money or woman you're still a weak man or woman with money basically
Exactly.
it doesn't do anything so لا حلو جوابك
Thank you
Bravo.
so much.
برافو
I'm proud of myself.
لازم to be proud of yourself ذكرتني هيدي الجملة اللي قلتها أنت تبع if you lose money you lose nothing وهيك ذكرتني بشاب رفيقي كان درامر أوكي كان أوقات يلعب معنا مع الباند هونيك نهار بالسيارة كنا عم نحكي وباسيكلي هو ما عمل إذا بكون ميجر يعني بنعرفهم نحن إنه engineering or whatever كمل ميوزك يعني خلص مدرسة وبلش ميوزك وقت سألني إنه نحن إنه ليه عملت هالديسيجن وهيك كتير كان صراحة لذيذ جوابه وبيضحك شوي بس كم إنه فيك تقارنه مثل ما هلا كان عم جاوب أنت تعرف كيف بيقولوا إنه إذا أنت حكيم سيريس لدرجة إنه إذا بتغلط بيور بروفيشن معقول تقتل إنسان وبيجي هون الانجينيرز بيدافعوا عن حالهم انه هن بعد اهم من الحكماء ولا تسي انت انجينير غلبت ببنايه بتقتل
كثير
كم شيء يعني عم 100 شخص وات ايفر وهيك فبيجي بيقلنا انه اذا انت ميوزيشن وبتغلط بتقتل حضاره
حلو
اتس فيها بارت بيضحك انه اوكي
ستيل جورج خباز.
ايه بس اتس انه اذا بدك تفكر فيها زيت شيء مثل ما انت جاوبت عن انه هيدا انه فيك تطلع عليها بطريقه جديه وتقول ايه لا that makes sense. فيك تطلع عليها بطريقه انه لا يا اخي ماشي الحال مش حدث الحضاره. بس it's an interesting answer صراحه وقتها حسيتها منه.
It is man.
It is.
Overall عن جد money or power or whatever is negative يعني. People think إنه people with money are bad people أو very أو greedy or whatever. بس إنه it's not. It just amplifies who you are.
مزبوط.
As you're a jerk, you have money, you're still gonna be a jerk with money. If you're a good person, you have money, you're gonna give more of that money.
كمان ذكرتني بشغله.
عم ضل ذكرك يلا.
ذكرني بشغله والله. حاضرين كابتن أمريكا الموفي.
مفروض.
initially بتعرفوا كيف صار كابتن أمريكا موجود. هو he's a weak person. حدا زمك يعني هيك صغير ومنه هذا هيك بيعطوه injection السيروم أو وات اللي هو بيعطيك الهالباور. وكان في ديبيت قبل ما يعطوه
باور.
كان في ديبيت قبل ما يعطوه هيدا السيروم انه لا ليه عم تنقوا هيدا ما هيدا اوريدي كتير قوي يعطوه له بعد بيصير اقوى بيصير عنا انارمي وهيك. وقالت هالنقطه اللي انت هلا منشد انه هيدا السيروم doesn't only انه بتعطيك باور it amplifies your traits. so اذا حدا بشخصيته نيجاتيف رح يصير خرا هذا الشخص. وانا عم نقي هذا الشخص اللي منيح يلي رح يضل كتير رح يصير كتير منيح. so
exactly.
I do agree على هالموضوع. ولا مرة فكرت فيها مثل ما هلا قلتها بس انه sometimes money it amplifies what you are. if you're a nice person basically you're gonna give this money away basically.
One more thing سمعته about money كمان which عن جد حسيت انه اوف. so في واحد I follow him he's 23 و he's a multi-millionaire so he's good يعني. مش حاله فقال انه اكتر شيء and obviously he's in a position لا يحكي عن انه money overall انه he's been there. مثلا نحن ما فينا نقول money doesn't buy happiness because clearly we weren't at a point I guess يعني I'm assuming and we weren't at a point where we can buy anything we want to the point where it's not bringing us any more value. خلاص انه there's only and we can have the best steak after that steak ما كتير is not gonna impress you much يعني I would say. فقال انه في هالكوت كتير بعصب عليها على انستغرام اكيد شايفينها.
I'd rather cry in a Ferrari.
They say money does not buy happiness. I'd rather cry in a Lambo. No, I'd rather cry in a Toyota because then I can blame my sadness on being in a Toyota. But once you have so much money and you're crying in a Lambo, then okay, you have deeper issues.
It's serious.
Sadness is coming from within عن جد and you have to look into it. So كأنه بيكون إنه when you're poor you cry about being poor إنه عندك حجة. That's why
عندك شيء to reach.
عندك حجة بس توصل لهونيك فحسيت إنه أوف. Damn. It was mind blowing شوي يعني.
لا حلوة الفكرة كمان ولا مرة فكر فيها.
شو اسمه هيدا الأكتر تبع The Mask?
Jim Carrey.
Jim Carrey.
Yep.
He always talks about like money and happiness that it really like has nothing to do with each other. And I really have respect for how he talks about mental health and just
صح أصلاً he's not يعني.
Everyone has this thought of like if you have a lot of money then you're going to be happy for the rest of your life. Like لا, it's not like that at all.
Jim Carrey بالذات بعتقد واصل ل a point he's كتير honest مع نفسه مع الحياة. حتى إذا بتحضروا له interviews he can bring you down بطل شخص يعني بتعرف بس يروح celebrity على an interview بيصير منيح يضحك وهيدا he's not هيك بيحكي بيدبرسك بهيدا أوقات لأنه apparently خلص he had enough of the bullshit of the lies of the كل شيء وصل للمطرح إنه هيدا this is the truth.
ما إنه مش it's unfortunate إنه it's nice to work for this إنه to the point where we can buy whatever we want at least that's my goal. بس هالزلمة قال اليوم إنه it sucks to be at a point where buying anything in the world
won't make a difference.
It doesn't make a difference for him. شو ما كانت حيلا سيارة حيلا ساعة حيلا اللي هي they don't make a difference.
Yeah. John Mayer has this song too.
Nice.
Tell us about the experience.
Oh my God.
How scale of a concert يعني. It's a big scale. It's a big concert.
I've been a huge fan of John Mayer since 2008. Okay, I know exactly when I started liking him and the very first song I heard from him and everything. Fan Jed, it was a dream come true to watch him live.
أي متى؟
Last
week.
Saturday.
Last
yeah.
week.
نايس اوكي.
Yeah.
مين جون ماير؟ انا تضربون. لا والله عن جد ما بعرف انه سامع فيه بس شو انه
He plays.
what does he sing or play?
Country على.
يعني I'm sure سمع له شي غنية إذا he's famous.
Do you know the song Your Body's a Wonderland?
No.
Oh, the new song that you know, New Light. So you can see me in a new light.
أنا بعرفها.
Yeah, you played it in your car.
أنا أنت حطيت الميوزك.
Oh, okay. Well, it goes on the radio.
It's so funny. Okay, it's fine. Anyway, John Mayer. Okay.
Yeah. So what I was saying was he has a song called "Something's Missing." I know he has a lot of money. وهيك بس إنه
Okay.
أنا ما يكون في something missing. So yeah,
Right.
it just reminded me of the love of my life.
بعدين في كثير. جيسيكا أول شيء أنا بدي أعتذر على كل شيء صار بالحلقة بس
You still love me, right?
جيسيكا we know it's for لأنه نحن هدفنا الانترتينمنت بالنتيجة ما العالم بده يتسلوا.
Don't try this at home.
This at home. Jessica, thank you so much for coming. نحن بنخلص usually our episode be an advice. Any advice about anything. نسي شو حكينا بالحلقة مش ضروري شيء يخصه. و this advice could be for anyone. في يكون لشخص معين في يكون ل.
Oh, speaking of شخص معين, shout out to Giorgio Bushtid. He told me that he wanted a shout out.
Giorgio, shout out.
And he's single
من
girls.
فزتنا
He's
كمان.
smart.
نعرفه
He's
لجورجيو
funny.
I'm not sure.
I'll give you his phone number in the comments below.
نفتح dating services.
جورجيو.
podcast.
يلا advice. غير إنه get into George Bushtid's DMs. غير.
Yeah, girls, if you want to be happy, you don't need power or money or anything. You just need Georgia.
أوف. هنسمي الحلقة الابيزود تسميه جورجيو.
جد.
Yeah, advice. Always think of how to be proud of yourself in a way. Never look for the negative. Always look at what you've gone through and be proud of it no matter what. That's my advice.
That's nice.
No losses, only lessons.
Exactly.
Nice. Well, that's it, guys. Thanks for tuning in. Thanks for coming.
Thank you so much.
We appreciate you coming.
Thank you.
Thanks.
It's been a while, but yalla. Thanks for watching, guys. Like, subscribe. See you. Bye.
Bye.